Good morning, everyone. We'll be getting started in about 5 minutes. 5 minutes. morning and welcome. Please be mindful that no food or beverages are permitted in the sanctuary. And please take this time to silence your electronic devices. In the event of a fire alarm, you'll be asked to exit the building and head toward the parking lot. If there's a medical emergency, please advise any of our uniformed staff. Thank you and welcome to the Fairfax County Fire and Rescue Department 148th Recruit School graduations.
Good morning. I'm Deputy Chief Gregory Hunter, the Chief Training Officer. On behalf of Fire Chief John Butler, I would like to welcome the family and friends of the graduating class, as well as distinguished guests to the graduation ceremony of the Fairfax County 148th Recruit School. As we welcome the graduates to our fire department family, we would also like to sincerely thank the families of our new firefighters for their support that they have provided during this recruit school. Family support is vital to our success, and today we welcome you as a valuable part of our department. Now, please welcome the Fairfax County Fire and Rescue Department basic training staff and the 148th Recruit School.
Good morning again, everyone. My name is retired Battalion Chief Jerome I. Williams, and I will be our MC this morning. Will you please stand for the Northern Virginia Firefighters Emerald Society Pipe Band, accompanied by the Fairfax County Fire Department's Honor Guard as they march the colors in. Please remain standing for the presentation of colors and the singing of the national anthem, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance by Fairfax County Captain Francis Mensah.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land and of the free and the home of the brave? Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Chaplain Bill Corpy will now give the invocation.
It is a great privilege to stand here today with you as you have arrived at the beginning of an amazing, necessary, impactful career. It is fitting that we should turn to our Father in heaven at the beginning of this day. God our Father, we thank you for this opportunity to come together today to honor the members of this recruit class, their families, and their instructors on this day of their graduation. We pray that you will always be their guide and guardian as they move through their careers with their families. Give them grace, give them strength of character, that they may be industrious, diligent, devout, and charitable in their work. All these things we ask in your most holy name. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. Please join us in welcoming our Fire Chief, John Butler, to address the members of the 148th Recruit School.
Good morning. I had to check it was still morning. It's good to see everyone. Literally, it's good to see everyone. It's good to see faces again and shake hands and be able to gather as our first and second families. Our first families are those that we honor today and your loved ones. And the second family is the ones that you see in uniform throughout the organization and those that support us that sometimes don't wear a uniform, but are also part of our team. It's been a tough year, as we all know. That's the most overused statement, uncharted waters, and all those other things we've heard for a long time. But for the FRD, we were faced, like everybody else, with some real challenges. And I welcome you to the effective firefighting and EMS force on the street and in the homes of the community we serve. We were proud to not have browned out or turned down any fire stations because of staffing. We were able to run our units throughout the pandemic under some austere conditions and had to take some draconian steps to keep those units staffed. We have been looking forward to seeing you graduate for a long time, okay? Every day, Chief Joe Nur, our operations chief, please raise your hand. There is no one who has gotten their butt kicked more than Chief Nur on a daily basis from Chief Butler with making sure that we're continuing to staff the units to keep our community safe and healthy. Thank you for staying the course, for keeping your bodies strong and your minds strong, and for taking care of home and your families, all right, for making it to this point, for studying, for doing dishes, making meals, changing diapers, cutting grass, shoveling snow, whatever you had to do, it didn't go away because you were in the academy. Thanks for doing that all and making it today. And in a day or two, you'll be joining us on those units that we need to continue staffing. So appreciate you for joining the effective firefighting and EMS force of the Fairfax County Fire and Rescue Department. Thank you all.
Thank you, Chief Butler. Over the last 30 weeks, the 148th Recruit School training has been documented by the department's producer, Ms. Angela Ballard, as well as the recruits themselves. The following is a compilation of those pictures and videos. Please enjoy. So what'd you think about that video? Nice? All right, there we go. It's interesting how Miss Angela can take 6 months and condense it, but show everybody faces though. You do a really good job. Thank you very much again. So once again, let's give her another big round of applause. Fire Chief Butler will now witness the recruit firefighter oath.
Repeat after me. I do solemnly, raise your right hands. Let's start there. I do solemnly swear that I will faithfully and consistently uphold the laws the rules and regulations recognized by Fairfax County government and Fairfax County Fire and Rescue Department. I will be accountable to the core values of the Fire and Rescue Department. In order to build and maintain public trust. I will preserve and protect the lives and property of those that are called to serve. And I will discharge my duties to the best of my ability, so help me God. Thank you. You can put your hands down.
Okay, please bear with us. We're gonna do a set change here really quickly. For the last 30 weeks, every recruit was required to wear a red helmet, which easily identifies them on a training ground as a member of the department who cannot enter a hazardous incident scene and who does not have the qualifications to provide emergency medical care. With the successful completion of their training, they have earned the right to no longer be called recruit firefighter EMTs, but probationary firefighter EMTs. And now can wear the black helmet, which means they can work on the fire ground and provide emergency care to those in need. They are now truly firefighter EMTs. So with this presentation, they enter the brother and sisterhood of firefighting. Presenting their helmets will be Fire Chief John Butler, as well as family members who serve in emergency services. So ladies and gentlemen, it's been a long 6 months, correct? Well worth it. So it's time for us to bring the house down. We need to make some noise up in here, okay? Right? They deserve it? All right, okay, here we go. So we don't care if you yell out their names or honey or boo, whatever. That's all right. They'll be smiling underneath those masks because they earned it. Sound master, we ready? All right. Paul D. Ayers, assigned to 28B shift. Juan H. Bailey, assigned to 10B shift. Jacob E. Biller, assigned to 19B shift. Presenting his helmet is his father, Technician Scott Biller, Jefferson County EMS Fire Service. Joseph M. Bocabello, 22B shift. Andrew R. Britton, assigned to Fire Station 31A shift. Presenting his helmet is his father, Master Technician William Britton, Fairfax County Fire and Rescue. Timothy D. Cahill, assigned to 40B shift. There we go. Jason L. Cook, cousin, Captain Dustin Kramer, Fairfax County Fire and Rescue Department, will be presenting his helmet. Zion M. David. Presenting his helmet is retired Captain Richard David, Fairfax County Fire and Rescue Department. Joshua T. Davison, assigned to 24C shift. Andrew C. Duke. Presenting his helmet is his father, Assistant Chief Andrew L. Duke, Alexandria Fire Department. Firefighter Duke is assigned to 10C shift. Keith A. Fosco, assigned to 9C shift. Rachel L. Guzik. Presenting her helmet is her father, retired firefighter David Guzik from FDNY. Jonas A. Holtz, assigned to Fire Station 11A shift. Timothy R. Hussey, assigned to Fire Station 8C shift. Carolyn D. Jarvis, assigned to 15B shift. Michael Z. Kloosterboer, assigned to 11B shift. Cameron J. Kotwicki, assigned to 25C shift. Adam K. Ladd, assigned to Fire Station 22A shift. Presenting his helmet is Firefighter Specialist Mark Ladd, Charlottesville Fire Department. Joseph L. Lease, father Ken Lease, former commissioner of East Farmingdale Fire Company. Maria Clarice Wage Lingett, assigned to 13B shift. Tyler B. Martin, assigned to 38B shift. Matthew W. McKay, assigned to 14B shift. Ariel Molina, assigned to Fire Station 27B shift. Gary A. Moore Jr., assigned to 2A. Ricardo M. Munoz, assigned to 30B shift. That's what we like to hear. Charles J. Nelson III. Presenting his helmet is his cousin, Technician Washenko, Fairfax County Fire and Rescue. Christopher T. Unghai, assigned to 17A shift. Kelly Paskowitz, assigned to 32C shift. Woo! There we go. Nice. Tyler W. N. Pennington, 24B shift. Presenting his helmet is retired Chief Philip Wayne Pennington, Sr., Bowers Beach Fire Company. Elijah J. Casino, father. Presenting his helmet is his grandfather, retired Division Chief Peter Malone, State of California. He's assigned to Fire Station 36 C Shift. Brandon A. Rafferty, assigned to 21 B Shift. James R. Reed III, assigned to Fire Station 5A. Presenting his helmet is his grandfather, retired Lieutenant Jim Reed, Baltimore City Fire Department. Darius M. Rush, assigned to 42 B Shift. Matthew A. Sassini, assigned to Fire Station 2 B Shift. Mark E. Taggart Perez, assigned to 40 A Shift. Woo! David A. Teza, 27 C Shift. Armin Vafai Sadi, assigned to 9 B Shift. Jason S. Vargas, 28 A Shift. Benjamin C. Welty, assigned to Fire Station 25 A Shift. Taylor H. White, assigned to 4A. Matthew H. Wilson, presenting his helmet is his father, Lieutenant Wade Warren Wilson, Clark County Fire and Rescue. Matthew will be assigned to Fire Station 21 C Shift. Ian M. Wood, assigned to 30A. Ladies and gentlemen, the members of the 148th Recruit School. Nice, nice. There we go. For the last 30 weeks, the basic training staff has worked tirelessly to ensure the Fire and Rescue Department receives a qualified probationary firefighter that knows all the basic skills required to succeed in their future as members of the Fairfax County Fire and Rescue Department. These staff members arrive at work most days before 5 a.m. and work with very few breaks until 5, sometimes 6 o'clock in the evening, as they ensure the recruits are provided with the proper environment in which to train. It is often a thankless task with bad weather, limited time, and almost superhuman logistical efforts required to get the task done. Please join me in welcoming the members of the basic training staff. Captain Amy Brantley. Lieutenant Curtis Reekoff. Lieutenant Michael Garvin. Lieutenant Brett Phelps. Technician Jen Lee. Technician Nikki Groover. Technician Richard Beatty. And Technician Monica Harding. Ladies and gentlemen, I now present the Chief Training Officer, Deputy Chief Gregory Hunter.
Recruit Class 148. As your Chief Training Officer, I wanted to conclude your training session with a few words. We had an opportunity early in your recruit school to discuss our mission and our expectations and what I was going to provide you. You've received many words of wisdom over the last 30 weeks from our basic training staff, all of our adjuncts, and today from our fire chief. As you recall, you arrived as individuals, many of you entering a profession in which you didn't know what you faced or what to expect moving forward each day during training. Some of you brought forward experience, whether it was career or volunteer, and were able to share with your classmates past experiences, share knowledge, but adapt and learn new skills for Fairfax County. I can say, Recruit Class 148, we faced many challenges with this recruit school. Whether it was learning a new skill, our basic training and our EMS training staff delivering new curricula and new methods that, unbeknownst to you, are game changers for our fire and rescue department. And let's not forget COVID. We had a significant impact, had to roll with the punches in the middle of recruit school with COVID. During all of this, you bonded as a team, you adapted, and we overcame these issues. And for that, I am very proud to see you becoming firefighter EMTs in the Fairfax County Fire and Rescue Department. Today is not the end of your training, but only the beginning. While we've provided you with a strong foundation, your career will require maintenance and development to make you a whole firefighter. And I challenge that you seek information and ways to learn every single day. I challenge you to train every day, whether it's physically, mentally, or within your craft, to ensure that you master the disciplines of the fire and EMS services. To the families, again, I thank you for your support. Without you, they could not be successful. Likewise, recruit class 148, cherish the time with your families. We have a great profession. Take care and invest, and make sure you invest as much in your family as you have in your career. So, probationary firefighters of the recruit class 148, I wish you the best of luck to a great career. Now, on to the 148's accomplishments in a brief summary. During the past 30 weeks, they completed emergency medical technician training and firefighter level 2 training, which were historic in many aspects for our fire and rescue department. They completed emergency vehicle driver training, fireground mayday survival, tactical emergency care, and hazardous materials operations. During these programs, testing and evaluation were a rigorous process. Testing included academic quizzes nearly daily, unit tests, term testing, and then the completion of required certification tests for the state and national levels. I'm pleased to report that this class made some history with us as well. The first class to achieve a 100% pass rate on their first attempt at the very difficult National Registry EMT test. Their success, I must say, is due to the hard work of our training staff. Thank you to the training staff. So today I am pleased to report that the overall academic average of recruit class 148 is 86%. Chief Butler, guests, family and friends, members of the Fire and Rescue Department, now I would like to take the distinct honor and pleasure to present probationary firefighter Timothy Hussey on the Award of Academic Excellence with an overall grade point average of 93%.
All right, good morning. Now, I've heard a few valedictorians speak in my day, and the one thing all those speeches had in common is that the eggheads tend to drone on for too long. So I'm going to try and keep this brief. We are finally here. The day that you all have been waiting for and that I was unsure would ever come has finally arrived. I say that I'm unsure that it would ever come, not because I didn't have faith in the 148th, but because during hose week, as I rolled the same 50-foot section of hose for what seemed like the 100th time, only to see it immediately unravel before my eyes, I questioned whether or not I was at the fire academy or in some kind of purgatory. But we've made it, and now we can go forward and do what it is we set out to do, not just on October 26th, but for some of us years ago when we began applying for the opportunity to be members of the Fairfax County Fire and Rescue Department. All of us arrived at headquarters 6 months and 3 weeks ago with little more than an acceptance letter and a uniform in common. Now we sit here bound together by the experiences we've had the opportunity to share. Together, we began by learning and negotiating the rules and regulations of the Fire Rescue Academy, and also learning what happened when those were neglected. Like confused lemmings, we often wandered around trying to determine what it was that we needed to do to avoid the watchful eye of basic, only to miss another detail entirely. Like when we would set up our water bottles and painstakingly align them every morning, and then only to find ourselves in the push-up position because someone had their shoes on the wrong feet or had misspelled their name in the logbook. We then completed EMT together. We're once underway, and after a brief 2-week COVID-related interruption, we felt the anxiety of weekly testing and wondered if we would all still be there when it was done. Even your valedictorian was not exempt from this anxiety, and if you could see my search history, you may be surprised to find that it often included things like, how much do dump truck drivers make? And is waste management hiring? Figuring that if I could not ride the back step of a fire engine, that the tailboard of a garbage truck would have to suffice. Finally, after countless hours of Zoom meetings, studying, and testing, we were able to move forward into our firefighter training. For the first time, the 148th was truly able to work more closely together as a class. No longer were we separated by our classrooms or previous experience levels. Each day, all 42 of us marched out to the training ground to learn the fundamentals of being a bucket firefighter. We learned to deploy, flake, and manage a combined thousands of feet of hose and wore flat spots into our knees in the process. We threw countless ladders, searched for victims, cut and rebuilt hundreds of roofs, and of course, worked through days of live fire and scenario-based training. And when I say we did this in all kinds of weather, I truly mean it. I frequently remarked that we didn't flow water if it wasn't under 40 degrees or sleeting sideways. However, that may have just been my optimistic side showing. Throughout our time at the Academy and all the fun, stress, and soreness that it had to offer, we have, thanks to the relentless efforts of the basic training staff, grown proficient in our skills and closer as a unit. People that otherwise would have never met or had any business working with each other have not only grown to become friends, but have also come to trust each other to have their backs. Now, the 148th must separate and take our assignments at our various stations. There we will once again have to prove ourselves capable of executing what it is we learned here, and also that we can have the backs of our fellow firefighters and officers. I have the utmost faith that we will not disappoint, but as Firefighter Sevener frequently said, don't screw up. Once again, I want to sincerely thank the basic training staff for all their commitment to our training and success, and I want to wish all of you the best of luck. Thank you. And with all that said, on behalf of the 148th, Probationary Firefighter Cook will now come forward and present the training division with our class gift.
Captain Brantley, if you would please come forward to present the remaining awards.
Good morning. My name is Captain Amy Brantley, and I'm the Basic Training Coordinator. Thank you all for coming today or tuning in from home to celebrate the graduation of the 148th Recruit School. Before I address the class, I have a few words of gratitude towards the family members and the friends that are here. Basic Training understands that Recruit School is not only a commitment by the recruits, but it's also a commitment by the family members. Thank you for your continual love, support, encouragement, and patience during this process. And formally, welcome to the fire department family. When a recruit school is in session, all of the sections within the training division are fully engaged. Between EMS, field, professional development, driver training, it is an all hands-on operation. Thank you to all the sections for your commitment and for being a part of our team. Basic Training would like to offer a special thanks to Lieutenant Dwayne Tenney. Lieutenant Tenney delivered the first ever in-house emergency medical technician basic program to the Fire and Rescue Academy. Due to his tireless efforts and dedication, and with the assistance of Technician Garrett Wu and Technician Monica Harding, and many other staff and adjuncts, as you heard our Chief Training Officer say, we had a 100% pass rate on the first attempt. And despite the completion of formal EMT training, Lieutenant Tenney continued his level of engagement and continued EMS training throughout the program. Lieutenant Tenney, thank you. To the recruits, congratulations. You did it. I know you didn't believe us when we told you you would be here one day. Here we are. I know you all are smiling underneath your masks. Some of you I see are still shaking. When you all first arrived at the academy, we gave you everything. We gave you your water bottle. Some of you, we had to give you multiple water bottles. We gave you your name badge. Some of you put it on backwards. We gave you your uniforms and your shoes and your locker and your textbooks. But then the earning started to happen. You earned your ability to take National Registry because you passed your EMT unit exams. You earned your ability to get to suppression training because you passed National Registry. You earned your ability to get to scenario training and suppression because you passed your skill sheets. Yes, all of those skill sheets. I think I still have paper cuts. You earned your ability to get to live fire training because you were successful during your scenarios. And today, you've earned your ability to be standing on this stage in front of the fire chief, the assistant chiefs, the deputy chiefs, and our family and friends. Due to your hard work, your commitment, and your dedication over the last 30 weeks. Today is going to go by so fast, and your first year, and then your career. I would like each of you to take a moment. Reflect on your journey getting here. Reflect on the last 30 weeks. And reflect on all the people who have helped you become who you are. The last several weeks of recruit training is rather bittersweet for the basic training staff. On one hand, we couldn't be happier that very soon you'll get on engines and ambulances and start running calls and start engaging with the community and start to experience what we are so passionate about. But on the other hand, it is difficult to see you all go. You too have become part of our family. Here at the Training Academy, our environment is relatively controlled. Our skill sheets are calculated, our scenarios are scripted. Our training fires burn where we set them. You walk through the buildings before we ignite, and every live fire evolution, we always have another hose line in place, charged and pointed at the fire, should you not be able to advance your fire to the location. But in the real world, Saturday, some of you all, and then the subsequent days, these measures don't exist. You may have a house fire. There may be a partial collapse. There may be a compromised floor. You may become disoriented in a structure. You may experience a real SCBA air emergency. And in those vulnerable moments that you may experience, unlike the training academy, we won't be there with you. We won't be there with you to talk you through. But what will be there with you is your training. Your training will be there with you. If you find yourself in a tough situation, go back to your training. If you're experiencing an air emergency, you know what to do. We've practiced it. If you become entangled, you know how to manage it. We practice this. If you're running a medical patient and you can't remember the questions that you need to ask for the assessment, go back to your training. You have the process for this. And if you ever encounter a time when you don't have the answers, ask. Ask your shift, ask your mentors, and certainly you can always ask us. With all this in mind, your training will never stop. It can't ever stop. We have given you the basics, but understand this is only just the beginning. You must stay current, and you must continue to train and develop yourself, and soon give back and develop the people around you. You must stay humble to the fact that so much depends on your readiness. 148, we are so proud of each and every one of you. Please do not forget to write home. Visit us often. I promise I won't make you knock loudly 3 times and shout your name. You can just come in. Good luck in all of your future endeavors, and one last time, a heartfelt congratulations. The basic training staff will be giving out 2 more additional awards today: the Peer Leadership Award and the Firefighter Horace Teddy Pendergrass Award of Excellence, also known as the Instructor's Award. The Peer Leadership Award is given to the recruit who is chosen by their peers as the most outstanding student. They offered encouragement, inspiration, motivation, and spent countless hours helping fellow recruits, both on and off the job. Selected by their peers as the most outstanding recruit, the recipient of the 148th Recruit School Peer Leadership Award is probationary firefighter Joseph Bocabella. I'll make sure they're on the front. The Instructor's Award was renamed the Firefighter Horace Teddy Pendergrass Award of Excellence in honor of one of our own who died in the line of duty on October 22nd, 2011. Teddy was known as the Gentle Giant, and through his life, he dedicated himself to teamwork and helping others. Teddy was a gifted athlete who was inducted into the Elizabeth City University Hall of Fame in 2009. As a free agent who signed with the New England Patriots. He was also a member of the United States Army, and as a member of this department, Teddy committed himself to the community through many programs such as backpack drives for children and Toys for Tots. So this award will be given to the recruit who, through selfless dedication, commitment, and unity to teamwork, and a tireless work ethic, served as an example for the rest of the class. This student gave 110% of themselves in every aspect of the training. Selected by the basic training staff for their exceptional attitude, work ethic, and drive to help others. The recipient of the 148 Recruit School Firefighter Horace Teddy Pendergrass Award of Excellence will be given to probationary firefighter Joseph Bocabella. Thank you.
Please stand for the benediction. Chaplain Bill Corpy, please come forward.
I also would like to offer my congratulations to you. So I was listening to Captain Brantley. She said that they will not be able to be there for you at those moments when those things happen that she talked about. They can't come and listen to you, but I want you to know that we have a small group of chaplains in the Fairfax County Fire Department, and we are always available. Our chief, we're not necessarily preachers, although we're capable of that, but our chief talent is listening. And if you need ever to be heard, to listen, to have someone listen to you, know that we're there. We're there in every station. We don't have a chaplain in every station, but we have a chaplain in every battalion, and every station captain knows how to reach us, and we will be there for you whenever you need us. It is my privilege now to send you off on this career of yours with a benediction. We ask God our Father to bless you. Our Father, creator and author of all things, giver of spiritual grace and divine providence, send down your blessings upon this recruit class, along with all of their brothers and sisters in the fire and rescue service. Fortify them with your protection, that they may step forward with courage, mercy, and compassion as they offer their hands to those in danger and distress. May you complete in their careers the good work you have begun in them during their training. Protect them and their families, and give us all the patience and good judgment to do your work in all things. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain. Everyone, please be seated and remain seated until after the class has been dismissed. On behalf of Fire Chief Butler and Deputy Chief Hunter, thank you very much for attending today's graduation. And a special thanks to the Centerville Baptist Church for the use of their facilities. We've been here a few times. Can we give them a round of applause? Say thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, please drive home safely, and enjoy the rest of your day. Lieutenant Rieckhoff, will you please come forward and dismiss the class?
Lieutenant Rieckhoff, probationary firefighter Hussey, you're par 42, sir.
148, attention! Class dismissal time, May 21st, 2021, 11:10 a.m. Class dismissed.
Thank you, everyone. Once again, have a great weekend.